All right, guys, what's cracking? So I'm gonna rapid fire through this. It's just me and you and a whole bunch of fragrances over there. So I have all my summer bangers, everything that I discovered this summer, everything that I've been reaching for, stuff that's just been making me happy, making me joyful, and I'm super happy to have. None of this is a promotion. None of this is any kind of cahoots with any company. This is all just my fun experience. I'm gonna just start with one of the newer ones in the collection. I'm gonna go through these kind of quick. I'm not really gonna go too much, but this one to me, Federico Cantelli, my first of the house, bought it blind. This is Fico. Now that's my last name, guys. It means fig or fig tree, ficus in Latin, right? So this fragrance here uses the fig. I bought this blind. I just like the name, and that's literally how shallow I was about this one. I just saw the name, saw the guy who made it seems to be some kind of young prodigy, so I grabbed it. And it came in, and I was so pleasantly surprised. Great price on this. It was like $85. It's ridiculous. For 100 ml of this quality, I'm overwhelmed. I'm so happy. Magnetic cap. You can hold it by the cap. I would pick it up by the cap. But really, guys, the star of the show is how this smells. To me, it's the ultimate summery, lotiony kind of fragrance, but without getting too generically lotiony. It really does skate this fine line. Now, there is no advertisement on this bottle in the name. When you think fig, I don't know if you think coconut, but to me, this surprised me so nicely. Just a great, pleasant surprise. This ended up being one of the most quintessential summery smelling fragrances I've ever got. Like, it reminds me of the beach. It reminds me of like suntan lotion. It reminds me of that, but it doesn't really smell like it. It uses the fig as almost like the skeleton. And then all of the meat on this thing is this coconut, almondy, fresh, slightly organic smelling, like it's a real natural smelling mixture. It's a gourmand in a way too. It's very in that gourmand fashion. Oh my goodness. What a pleasant surprise this was. This is Fico, and I'm super happy to have it. I'm definitely getting Gourmand Power next, which I hear is this guy's like major contribution, major fragrance. I heard that Gourmand Power is this guy's like #1 hit, so I'll be getting that next. But I definitely am happy that I just randomly on a whim blind bought this because it's my last name, Fico. Like it a lot. Wait till we get to the next fragrance. Oh my goodness. Santal Majuscule. Holy goodness. How am I going to explain this joyful feeling that I got when I first sprayed this? Just wow. That's real. I don't even want to say too much because I don't want to do an injustice to this thing on how much I love it. This fragrance rocks. It's got the fresh, it's got the masculine, it's got the woody, it has this complexity to it, but it's simple, unbelievable. This thing right here, Santal Majuscule, haven't had it that long, and I'm already halfway down. You guys see, Serge Lutens just keeps hitting me every single time I get one of their fragrances. It's another, wow, I can't believe I waited so long to try this. This was just a complete speculative buy. I saw it was in stock. I saw it was super cheap. I picked it up. I think it was like 50 or 60 bucks for this thing. One of the best fragrances in my collection, hands down. An easy like rebuy for me. You can look at the notes. You can hear people describe this, but just for me personally, this is just like right there. This is what I've been looking for. I mean, even Chergui gets pretty close to this. I do get a lot of joy out of that, which is also on this list. But damn, I'll never forget getting this for about 6 weeks. This thing in 6 weeks has just been a heart wrencher. I love it so much. Santal Majuscule is magnificent. I'm not trying to sell anything to anyone. I'm just really actually having such a great time. Second I smelled this fragrance, I was like, boom, a tear almost came to my eye. You know, it was just like that overwhelming joy. I was so happy to discover this. Just blew my mind. Nothing crazy or challenging, or the niche heads out there, you might not even notice this one because it smells really good. But damn, this thing really hit me so hard, and it still does. Every time I'm just so joyful to reach for this and wear it, and it's just really a jumper. It comes out right off the shelf at me. I love Santal Majuscule very, very much. I have 5 Serge Lutens fragrances, and most of them have just been absolutely slapping me around. I just love them so much, and this one's just really a heart stopper for me. It really is. Like, I could end the video right here, and that's it. That's all you needed to know is Santal Majuscule friggin' rules. I love it so much. I want to give it more wear before I actually do a review on it. I need to actually have that for a while, maybe even finish the bottle before I review it. Here's a follow-up, Chergi, another one that just totally took me off my feet when I smelled it. Not to the same level as Santal Majuscule. That one is just way more me, personal to my tastes. But when you talk about a ridiculous, underrated fragrance, now I know a lot of people call this a masterpiece, and I understand the niche community understands this fragrance, but I'm talking about underrated by like every human out there. Nobody even knows who this is. General people that are just kind of into whatever, they have a few fragrances, they don't even know what this is, guys. This thing should be at every department store. I don't know how it's not. It's just crazy to me. This thing should be all over everywhere. I know it's been around for 20 years. I know a lot of people covered it. I know a lot of people consider it a masterpiece of all time. I get it. This reminds me of the use cases that I get out of my first fragrance ever, Dolce & Gabbana The One. Very similar, not in smell, but almost in kind of what they give off. It has this sweetness, it has this richness, like a honey. It has a tobacco to it, but never really overly done in any way. None of the actual facets in these are overly done, and that's why they're hard for me to actually kind of tell you what they smell like, because it's this perfect balanced mixture of a very intricate but straightforward smell. It's so tough to really describe these. Spicy, sweet, attractive, deep, living fragrance. I really love Chergi here, Serge Lutens in general, the whole house, Christopher Sheldrake's work. I feel myself going in a deep dive into his work. I just know this is coming, and I'm trying to just delay it and keep sampling some other things for now. But damn, I wish I discovered this at the beginning, because it would have held me back from so many other fragrances. I mean, when you look at these two fragrances, guys, they're like not even too expensive. Every single cologne I've ever had, every single one of those $50 and under whatevers, nothing touches the experience that I got from these. Sure, I've had some fun with those, and they've been a real good time, utilitarian. Some of them very impressive. Like I do cover them, I do enjoy them, but this feeling that I got from these two fragrances, especially Santal Majuscule, unmatched. I really don't get that feeling from something this affordable, generally speaking. I am just blown away with Serge Lutens, and I hope I do them some justice in the time to come when I start covering their fragrances and actually try to review them. Let's talk about another one that just is ridiculously good. Towers L'air du Desert Marocain. Another one that took me way too long. My good friend Seldomly Often, Mr. Daniel over there, he's responsible for getting me into Tower, because he described Tower as this admirable person, and he just kind of got me into the house with his descriptions. His videos are great, by the way. You guys should check out Seldomly Often. We're on a couple Frag Talks as well. The last one that came out was a great success, and I had a great time with that. But this right here, L'air du Desert Marocain, I got into this whole house through Daniel, through his words, and couldn't be more spot on. Followed this guy Tower on his Instagram, and he's working to this day, making the fragrances, crimping the caps, signing the little card that comes in the box, boxing and sealing, putting the stickers on, shipping, boxing the whole thing, shipping it. Ridiculous one-man show. He probably hired some people, maybe, but at this point, you get this artisanal, very hands-on, unique experience with these fragrances. It reminds me of my friend who makes jewelry with his own hands. He runs the whole advertising, the whole website, the whole manufacturing, the whole shipping. It reminds me of my buddy, my best friend Nick. And there's another fragrance that will tie into that in just a second. But this right here is a living environment that you wear. It is the photorealistic capture of desert wind. Kind of, I'd say, when the sun's going down. It's not like a hot, overly done fragrance. I think that there's an oak moss, like a leathery oak moss, that I really get the most in this. It has this awesome, difficult to describe, living environment kind of smell to it. It's definitely hot, not like an overly done spicy. Some people say spice is like too spicy. I don't really get too spicy from this. I get more of this greens and browns and that tawny kind of sand smell. It just is right there. It's this living environment. It's a dense fragrance. Like, It's a dense but upscale smelling fragrance. Like you could just dress this up and it's awesome. It smells like outside, slightly rugged. I guess for some people this is going to be challenging, but to me it really isn't. For some people this isn't a beginner niche entry, but I feel like some people, I've showed this to a lot of people because I was curious what other people that are not into fragrances would think. And every single person said it reminded them of some outside scenario, some place that was hot, that was outside with sand involved. A lot of people said beach. I understand, but they didn't mean like beach near the water. They meant like beach near the dunes, near the grassy dunes over there where the hot air is just kind of sitting and you have this greenery around you and there's some soil components and there's even a human component and there's even a spicy kind of nearby smoky component. Just really, really great. Green, slightly leathery, awesome fragrance, great texture on this, and nothing else comes close to exactly how this smells. This really is a unique experience, high quality, and I'm happy to have Andy Towers, Lair du Desert Americain. As you see, guys, it's hit after hit after hit. Great discoveries just keep rolling in. So this fragrance is a multiple representations to me. First off, it was a blind buy that was really fun. Again, my buddy there, Daniel, from Seldom Way Often, he covered it, and I said, all right, I like his description, let's go for it. Super fun fragrance for me. Not really hard to wear at all. I even got like 2 compliments on it the first day I wore it, and I was like kind of surprised because when you first smell this, you're like, whoa, what the hell is that? But this thing is just an interesting light and darkness. It has this like really complicated kind of smell to it, very complex nature. This sparkly incensey kind of metallicness to it that's just really unique and hard to describe. It captures this very distinct high contrast kind of image to me. It's got a lot of brights and a lot of extremely dark darks, and it has this kind of soapy, slightly sweaty, musky body to it. Awesome fragrance here. I mean, I feel like there's almost like a leathery twist, but it's like a really sharp leather that's almost mixed into the smokiness of this incensey fragrance. This is Rhine Intense Incense. Intense Incense. So this fragrance to me, guys, is 2 things. The day that I started getting into photography, this was the fragrance I wore. Don't know why. I thought I would take some pictures of the bottle, and that's really the day that I committed to actually looking into this hobby and trying to get into taking pictures as a fun thing that I want to do. It's just a skill that I like to have, and the mystery of actually having a camera and learning through the camera and just everything, framing, composition, lighting, all that stuff. This reminds me of the first day that I embarked on that and committed to it. I brought this to my friend's niche jewelry workshop, and in his workshop he's working with his hands trying to come up with new ideas. This bracelet that I got for my wedding, it actually inspired him to start making bracelets. So he's out there really making links with each hand. I'll put pictures up on the screen of the stuff I took that day just with my phone. I did just get a camera a week ago, so I'm excited to play with it, but I still am very much a beginner, and that's how I'm going to approach it for as long as I can. Just stay a beginner. But this thing reminds me of all of that, everything I just described. My best friend who I love to talk to about everything in life. We've both been through a lot. We both get real with each other. Just a great guy in general, good listener. We have great conversations, almost full day-long conversations when we hang out. This fragrance, I went to his workshop for the first time. I saw him in his element for the first time, and I took a lot of pictures that day. I'll put a few of them on the screen. I took pictures of this in his workshop as well. So it symbolizes to me just so many things. A lot of you will not like this fragrance. You guys who just want like really good smelling $50 fragrances, this isn't for you. This is a adventure to me in a bottle. This is a wild little fragrance and a lot of fun for me. I did get 2 compliments, which was the craziest thing. I did not expect that, but this thing is great, majestic, just super cool. I did bring it up in a couple of videos at this point, so I don't want to beat it to death too much, but I really enjoy it, and that's what it means to me. Let's talk about a utilitarian fragrance. I'll kind of breeze right through this. This is Isola di Santorini. This is probably the only generic Royal Blue fragrance that I'm wearing right now. This is an Alexandria drop. I really think their quality just keeps getting better and better. I'm not here to sell anything to you guys from them. I just appreciate it. This is a clone of Roja's Isola Blue, I think. So Isola di Santorini, it's basically a blue fragrance, but it has this aromatic greenness to it and a unique identity to it that for me just stands out amongst all the blue fragrances that are in my collection. I have a lot of stuff that just is in that bro fragrance category, and this just seems like upscaled and refined and really nice. I've had Bleu de Chanel. I actually gifted that bottle to somebody. I just thought it would be a great first fragrance for them to have, and I just gave it to them. I saw a lot of redundancy, so I gifted that away. I've gifted a lot of blue fragrances away, actually. Versace Dylan Blue, gone, gave it away. This one I think is better than all those in my opinion. I know that's sacrilege. Some of the Chanel guys out there are gonna come after me. I do have a lot of Chanel fragrances, actually, mostly the women ones, like the Chance line. You know, between my mom and my wife, we have Chanel fragrances everywhere, right? So Isola di Santorini, though, breaks away from that. It's a clone of this Roja fragrance, which I might end up having to get a sample of. Maybe I'll compare them, but right, I don't even know if I need to compare it to the original here. This thing, as it's wearing right now, it's just a mass appealer, but definitely more me. I feel like there's a me stamp on this. Like there's something about this that's very unique to me, and I really like it. I don't want to give it too much limelight. I still want to wear it more. I probably will review it or make an Alexandria video soon because I just enjoy the house, and that's it. It's really just a me thing. I don't get any benefit from talking about it. So I know some people think that the cheaper stuff is just pushed by influencers and stuff. I'm not an influencer. I'm just a hobby guy who's sharing like a video vlog right here. And I do enjoy me some Alexandrias, even though I do have this ridiculous hit after hit. That one still makes it into my mix. Here's another little gem that's gonna get kind of just breezed right over. Nobody will even notice this one. This is Fat Boy, which he just got 10,000 subscribers. So high five to Fat Boy. I was there for that. That was an awesome experience to see him. I'm praying for his success. I'm praying for the success of all my friends on this fragrance thing. I will drop names. I don't care. I know that's against the YouTube, strategy rules. I don't give a shit, guys. I will literally drop anybody's name. I will turn you guys on in the chat. I will turn you guys on and my subscribers to great fragrance YouTubers that I actually watch. So Fat Boy is one of my guys, especially for like those mass appealing. Basically, he gives you like this, it's either good or it isn't. He just like really goes right into it. I like how he cuts right to the chase. He doesn't get too overly artistic about it or anything. He's just like, yep, this is awesome. This is great. It smells amazing. Wow. And I love to see that. This one is actually named after him. I think it's supposed to be him, even though this guy's got a goatee, and I don't think Juan has a goatee, but this thing's sick. It's like an imagination plus. It's imagination, but it's also mixed with a bunch of other things. I got this little guy here for 20 bucks, and it's gonna come with me on my trip tonight, going all the way to Colorado. This is coming with me. I made a bunch of decants with a lot of the ones that I just brought up, actually. Sort of why I made this video is I had to decide what I was gonna take on this trip, and this one's coming with me. It's called Fat Boy from Mirror Image. I kind of was sus about this house because I've only heard of it from like 2-3 people. Juan said there's a bunch of good hits, so I grabbed some of the ones that Juan said were good, and then I tried to grab kind of like an array of different styles of fragrances to see how they do, what's their best kind of style. So they had like a clone of Triumph of Bacchus that I picked up, a bunch of mashups. This one stood out to me right away. It's a very nice rendition of an imagination, but changed. I can't explain really too much. It just smells like imagination, but it has a different air to it, like something else going on. Don't really know what it is. I'd say very close to like that visionary experience that I get with Alexandria. Definitely way better smelling than the Aqua Dubai that everybody likes. I like it too. Aqua Dubai I like the most because of its actual projection and longevity. But I mean, this one has both, and it smells really good and it projects and it has longevity. So Fat Boy, I don't want to spend too long on this, but it is a very fun little thing that I've been having some joy with. Now, I'm not getting my lid blown off like with the Serge Luton stuff, but this is a lot of fun too. And I have different kind of interests in fragrances, and this one kind of falls into that fun category for me. Just a fun, safe, easy, fun category. Here's one that I covered recently in a full review, so I won't go too long, but definitely this has been one of my fragrances of the summer. This is IS7 Hills from El Gabra. I did a full-on review of this, so definitely go check that out. It's recent. I enjoy this. I really do. I still love it. I like it a lot. The dent has grown since that video, which was only maybe 2 weeks ago or last week. I do love it. I wear it as much as I can. This one is just one of those nighttime fragrances for me, for sure. or even my solo fragrance. It's just very comforting, warm, kind of syrupy in a way, very interesting on its spicy character. The saffron in it is well done. Everything about it I really like. It's very me. I'd say it's unisex, but leaning masculine. A lot of you guys out there who like just blue fragrances and you don't want to go outside of the box, stay away from this, but it is one of those like pseudo gourmand tobacco scents. I think it's one of the better ones of its class. I really enjoy it, and I'll probably get this again. I'd have to say, I like this way more than Triumph of Bacchus. I like this way more than Carlisle. I like this way more than a lot of those pseudo gourmand tobacco fragrances. Go ahead and check out that video though. I have 7 Hills from Algabra. Has my interest peaked in the house in general. Oh man, here we go. This is like the hardest one, man. Mega Mare from Ordo Parisi. I love Alessandro Gualtieri's work. I have maybe 8 of his fragrances at this point from the 2 houses. 3 made this list, so I still have 2 more of his fragrances to cover. I'm gonna kind of breeze right through these. This one's gonna get its own review at some point, but Mega Mare, I keep flirting with this idea that this is my favorite fragrance of all time. There's just something about the way this thing plays its own game, and that's like a theme with a few of these fragrances on here. This thing just does its own thing. There's something about it that just, it kind of does its own thing. It has this performance and behavior about it that's unlike anything else I've had so far. It's this airy but supernaturally present ocean spirit that's just with you forever. It doesn't go away. It projects like a monster, and it just smells really good without ever overwhelming you. Like, you could spray it wrong, and for me personally, I go nose blind a little bit. It's this salty, almost limey, but not quite, citric, salty, very high frequency of sour saltiness. That might even do it misjustice. Basically, take the essence of the ocean and just bottle it. The saltiness, the brininess, the living environment of it. Just put it all in a bottle. Gualtieri captured its spirit. He captured that snapshot of it and threw it in here, and it just turns that whole aquatic genre on its head for me. I just love it so much. I like this little infinity symbol at the bottom too. Something cool about that. Kind of like the endlessness of the ocean, and how basically no matter what we do, that ocean's just a vast landscape that we will never truly understand. I love the cap too. It's got a mother of pearl on it. I mean, the wearing experience, it's eternal. It's one of those fragrances that makes it through the wash into the laundry. This thing will just stay forever. It's got to be some kind of ambergris thing that he's got in there that's just nuclear eternal, like resistant to water or something. I love it so much. It's ridiculous. I need to use maybe that much of the bottle, finish it almost, before I do a review on it, because I had strong feelings about this thing right from the first spray. I was like, whoa, and I love the first wearing so much. I had such a great time with it that I just want to go into the review without that thrilled kind of bias, because I do have a lot of bias about this. As again, I jumped to conclusions and immediately said this is my favorite fragrance of all time. That's how much I like this thing. It really does its own thing, and I like what it stands for. I like what it represents. I'm gonna go through these other ones pretty quick. We have Black Afghano. I wear this by myself. I don't really like wearing this around people actually at all. This is a very solo fragrance. Black Afghano is a really beautiful bottle. Something so iconic about the way this thing looks. I just love it. It's been out for a long time. Not sure. I think it was 2007 or 9 or something that this came out. Anyway, it's probably been reformulated and stuff. I don't know what the first batches smelled like, but I do know that this one is really easy for me to wear. I like it. It has a challenging edge to it. It has this like BO hashish kind of spiciness to it without being overly done. And it has this bed of dark, musky sweetness and woodiness and smokiness, just a touch. It's just so well done and balanced, and I really enjoy it. And I don't think that I have anything else like this in my collection. So Black Afghano is a keeper for me. Definitely something I would like to just showcase. It's something that in this summer I have been wearing. More on my own kind of nighttime adventures, more on kind of my silent solo work when I'm not around people. I don't like to wear this around people. I like to wear that for myself. Here's Baraonda, the opposite. Baraonda is like a bright, festive, really uplifting, brunchy kind of fragrance. I would wear this for like summery events. I would wear this for like anything really around the whole I would wear this for like every season, guys. Anything really, this could do it. It's beautiful. It has this pseudo gourmand floral thing going on, this woodiness and this smoky aspect that's perfect. It has this whiskey, this explosion of whiskey. It really is perfect. And I usually have a hard time smelling whiskey or rum or boozy components in fragrances, but this right here is just a rebuyer. I'm definitely getting this again. I love it. None of the clones that I do have actually get to this thing's level. I do have some clones that are fun to wear, but I just really don't even want to showcase them compared to this. It's not worth cloning. Just get the original every single time. Barra Onda is really, really awesome. I don't know why somebody would even look this over. You should definitely sample this one. This is like 100% everybody out there sample this one. Definitely love it. Some of you niche heads out there won't really care about this one, but for me, this is just me written all over it again. I like it in that same zone as those Trigui, as Santal Majuscule. Like, this is one of the first niche fragrances that I got my hands on and that I really identified with quickly. Love it a lot. Love it a lot. Acqua di Sale. This is new to my collection. I'm not going to speak on it too much, but let me just say this is another living environment. This is another natural spirit captured in a bottle. This isn't what you think. This isn't what I thought. This is borderline barbershop, in my opinion. Never quite gets there. So when I say that, it never quite gets there. It has this almost green, but very blue, but very airy, but very natural. You're wearing the air that is in a certain place. Now I would say it's like on the side of a cliff with greenery around you, in the shade with wind blowing by, that's spraying off of ocean, rocks getting hit by the ocean, and somewhere with clear water. This is not a briny scent. It's not an oceanic scent. It is a salty sea breeze air, handsome kind of scent. Something about this just really does the trick for me. It's a salty, easy to wear, ever-present natural air that comes with you. It almost smells like you're not wearing a fragrance. It does have this masculine kind of, almost like a lavender component to it. And I know lavender has been compared as like a fresh air smell, like sweet air captured in chemical form. But this thing has that. It has that whole thing. Now, I wouldn't say it compares at all to like Mega Mare. They're totally different. This is way more natural smelling. This, for some reason, I feel something similar to like L'air du Desert Marocain. Like, they do the same kind of thing. Like, they're capturing this natural environment that you're wearing on yourself. They're totally different smells, though. Don't mix those messages up. They're totally different fragrances, guys. This is like a wearable, desert, lush, spicy, earthy smell, leathery smell, green smell. This is an air. You literally are wearing air. You are wearing this ever-present, slightly green, slightly salty, fresh, refreshing air. There's something special about this Perfumum Roma fragrance. My first from the house. I got this because, again, my good friends on YouTube all kind of mentioned it, and they all say it's one of their top fragrances, and now I get it. I didn't get it the first time I smelled it, though. It took me like a week or two wearing this and really giving it a chance. I really did put this on skin many times to kind of figure it out, and I love the wearing experience. It's a very natural, realistic smell. Some people might not even notice that you're wearing a fragrance with this. You just smell like this fresh air from like a very rare place, like that you don't get to go that much. It's really beautiful salty scent. And then these are the two fragrances. I'll just 2 for 1 them. I'm not even going to describe them. Argos, Fall of Phaeton, and Nishani's Wulong Cha. These are my wedding. This kicked off the entire summer for me. They're kind of year-round staples, so they're not just summer, but these really are the most memorable fragrances probably in my collection. I wore these on my wedding day. So this Argos is still around that halfway point. When I finish it, which doesn't need that many sprays because it's pretty strong, when I finish it, I'll definitely get a bigger bottle. I'm gonna get the 100 ml. And then this Wulong Cha right here, a lot of people already covered this. I've already covered it a ton of times. I don't want to be too redundant, but this one right here, natural smell again, citrus tea, a little bit sweet, really beautiful citruses too, and this like really nice burst, and the performance on this is really good too. It's got this natural calm kind of air to it. One of my calm fragrances, and I really, really love it. This was the morning of my wedding, getting ready, taking photos, you know, assembling that kind of anxiety that you get in the morning of your wedding. Yeah, this was with me for all that and kind of kept me grounded. It kept reminding me of like this hobby that I love, and this just like positive optimism that I just brought with me to the whole day. It's just really, really calming and grounding fragrance. And then this got me through the rest of the day. It's more of a fun, kind of loud, a little bit bombastic, sweet, fruity experience. I really love it. I have described it before. Slightly syrupy, fresh, with a little bit of earthy, kind of leathery suede smoothness to it. Really love it. Definitely very me, and it would be a redundant list if I didn't include this, which my wedding sort of kicked off this entire summer, and this was one of the first ones to really do that. So guys, I featured a ton of fragrances here. Hopefully you had fun with it. At the current point of recording this video, it is the end of July. So we are almost to fall. We have August to get through and a little bit of September, and we will be into the fall season. And that is something that I really look forward to, because I love that season and I love winter so much. Not because of the fragrances, but because of the new memories that you get to make with the fragrances in those seasons. So guys, if you got anything out of this video, I'll talk to you in the comments section. Let me know your summer fragrances that you've been rocking. Thank you for listening to me share my experiences with you and being into this hobby as much as I am. Frag-Jitsu out. I'll catch you in the next one. Talk to me in the comments. Peace.